Hello and welcome to Did You Know Gaming Extra. Today we'll be looking at cancelled MMOs. Skylanders Spyro's Adventure released in 2011 and was met with positive reviews and strong sales. The game introduced many changes to Activision's Spyro series, fundamentally changing Spyro's place in gaming and bringing him into the toys-to-life market. However, before Spyro's Adventure was released to the public, the game changed in many ways. During early development of the project, work was being carried out by Helios Entertainment for PC and Nintendo Wii under the name Spyro's Kingdom. The game involved the player taking on quests for a fully grown Spyro while he ruled over his kingdom. Helios proposed the title as an MMORPG, and an early version of the game was even available as a playable demo on the company's website. However, it was later deleted and is no longer available after the concept was dismissed. Activision decided against full production of Helios's concept, and the project was passed over to Toys for Bob, where the game slowly became the product it is today. Ideas for the original pitch included giving the game more mature themes, such as the use of blood in order to appeal to young adults over the age of 16. But eventually this gritty take on the series was dropped, with Paul Reich, Toys for Bob's studio president, stating, "That wasn't Spyro." One popular franchise which had a cancelled MMO was Lord of the Rings. While there is in fact an MMO called Lord of the Rings Online, plans were made by Sierra Online to develop a title called Middle-earth Online. Differing from Lord of the Rings Online, Middle-earth looked to develop a more true-to-life simulation of living within the Tolkien universe. The player would have been able to select one of 4 races, including orcs. The concept began in 1998, with a release date set for 2 years later. The title started as a 2D project similar to Ultima Online, but quickly shifted into a full 3D game from a top-down perspective. The project saw problems after Sierra began to fall into a state of financial worry, and in 1999 the company was sold off to Vivendi. The game also had a number of management issues, and several project leads felt the game wasn't headed in the right direction. Key design points were met with contention, such as monsters being able to capture players, forcing them to be rescued by others, as well as permadeath. Joe Ludwig, a programmer for Sierra Online at the time, even called some of the proposals, such as permadeath, crazy. An MMO that made it a little closer to release but ultimately met its end was Stargate Worlds. The game was announced in 2006 and was developed by Cheyenne Mountain Entertainment using the Unreal 3 engine. Developers worked closely with co-creator of Stargate SG-1, Brad Wright, and planned to take elements of FPS titles. However, it would have put more of a focus on tactical gameplay to defeat enemies and incorporate RPG elements like character classes and customization. In 2008, the game even received its first and only closed beta. Following that, in 2009, despite Brad Wright casting doubt to GateWorld.net as to whether the game would ever be completed, FireSky's senior marketing manager Kevin Ballantyne insisted to IGN that the game was still very much in development and that the team were working hard to get it finished. However, in 2010, Cheyenne Mountain Entertainment filed for bankruptcy and the project was cancelled shortly after the release of Stargate Resistance, a game which was met with a predominantly negative response. 2 years after this, Gary Whiting, former chairman and CEO of Cheyenne Mountain Entertainment, was the focus of a lawsuit from numerous investors alleging negligent misrepresentation, common law fraud, and securities fraud. They claimed that Whiting was not only the chief executive of CME, but also created a number of limited liability companies which he used to promote and sell shares within Cheyenne Mountain. It is also claimed that CME and its affiliates misled investors as to how many shares of stock they were selling. In total, over 500 million shares were sold, leaving investors holding less than 1% of the company. And for today's random piece of trivia, let's talk about This Is the Police, the PC strategy game released in 2006 on Steam. The title had its release date pushed back, but the reason for that seems almost too simple. Initially slated for release on July 28th, the game was instead pushed back to August 2nd. Jan Binsmeier, the game's publisher, explained the oversight which caused this delay. When releasing a game on Steam, you have to hit a button in Steamworks saying "Ready for final approval from Steam." Steam then proceeds to check the game. Usually, this approval process takes 2 to 5 business days, and you cannot release a game without passing it. We were responsible to hit that button, and unfortunately we missed this window. We made a mistake and we feel very sorry about it. It was just a personal mistake on our side. That's all for today, but thank you for watching. Did You Know Gaming Extra is now on Patreon, so if you enjoy the show and would like to help support it like these guys here on the screen, please check out the link in the description down below. A special thanks goes out to our top patrons, Matthews, Maximilian Summers, Boreas, Vitas Varnus, Jordan Ferrari, Nestor De Leon III, and who could forget 322322232. And a special thanks to the real Uriel Franchia. You're making me feel good. You make me feeling good. You make me feeling good. And of course, as always, don't forget to like and subscribe and all that good stuff. Even if you're not a patron, you know I love you anyway. I got your back, bro. You got my back, I got your back. We're in this together.